everyone, it's Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems and welcome back to my channel. And today is, thank goodness it's Friday, and we are working on the girl with the big eyes. A lot of 310. I'm sorry that this WIP&Chat is going to be all 310, but I want to do the checkerboard method and get this section done. I've been doing it checkerboard method just because I want the black to look straight and even though with the light pad here you can see that there is a little bit of gapping, not too bad, but once you turn off the light it looks amazing. Yeah, it does. And this 310 kind of reminds me of Diamond Art Club's. It's not too bad, it's not too shabby. So now that I got my light pad back on, we're gonna start working on this painting. I am enjoying it. It's going slow, but I'm enjoying it because I want it to look perfect, you know, and I'm taking my time. Before, I felt like I should be rushing all my projects out, but now I just want to take my time with it and enjoy this painting as much as I can. It's been a wild week. I had a hard time filming. Partly because my house is full now, but the second half was because I was dead tired. I should have filmed more on my days off than I did, but I didn't. I feel like the weekends that I work, like last weekend I worked, I feel like I don't get very much accomplished because I think on the Friday night I did some of this one. I can't remember. What did I work last week? Yeah, the weekend. I think I did a little bit, like I did the checkerboard, and I might have filled in one of these spots on like the very first one or something. But Alyssa seems to have a cough again. And I lost my train of thought. Woo! It is early in the morning, people. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and you know, my brain is not functioning normally yet. I was saying, I don't get very much done on the weekends I work. The Friday night, I think I went into, I think Jennifer's live, and I was there, and then I probably noticed I disappeared because I fell asleep because I was so tired, and then I went to bed. Saturday, I didn't even bother. Sunday, did I diamond paint on Sunday? I might have diamond painted a little bit on Sunday, but again, I fell asleep early because I was tired, and last night I diamond painted this section here, and I was tired and I ended up falling asleep again. A life story. I know, but I come exhausted from there like you don't even know. My back has been extra hurting lately. I'm not 100% sure why. I need to make another doctor's appointment. Like, it's so hard living with this chronic pain. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Like, I don't know. Is it chronic pain, or does everybody just have this pain? But I feel like it's not that everybody has this pain, because I am hurting. Like, it's so bad that when I try to get into my car after work, I feel like I don't even fit in the car because my back hurts so bad. And that can't be normal. I don't know. And then somebody asked me at work, Why do you always have your hand? Like when I'm on the table, I put my left hand behind my back. Kind of like, you know, like this, but behind my back, right? And I kind of put it like in the groove between the bottom of my spine and my butt, like you know, in the middle there. Because I feel like my back goes in a curve. I don't know, but I always put my hand there. For one, I put it there because it keeps it out of the cold of the table. And the second, it comforts my back. Don't ask me how it does, it just does. And someone asked me, why do you always have your hand there? And I said it's because my back hurts. But in the same fact too, I think it's also because of the cold. Well, it used to be when I first started getting into that habit. Yeah. That's my story about my back and it hurting, like you guys care, but but you know, that's what was up with me. And I managed to get through the 2 days of work. Yesterday was brutal because Thursdays is always sanitation day. I can't stay in sanitation day because they make us, oh, and on Sunday, oh my gosh, Sunday was brutal at work. They made us do, now I can't even think. They made us do metal detecting tests because one lot failed the metal detecting test and it had to be a whole bunch of lots. There was like a lot of lots and it was like holding up the warehouse. So it had to get done, but on Sunday, I guess we didn't have a computer system. Without a computer system, we can't package. It was down for maintenance or something. So all day Sunday, we did metal detecting. And I tell you, it was horrid. It was the most horrid day ever. 12-hour shift of doing metal detecting. And then our boss kind of put our hopes up saying that he was going to, if we got everything done, we could leave early. So then we're all excited. And then when we started doing it, I'm like looking at my coworkers. I'm like, man, we ain't gonna get this done. I already know this now, that we are not gonna get this done in time. So kiss our dreams of leaving before 6 p.m. goodbye. And sure enough, I was right. And there's Gigi again snoring. Yeah. I think I messed up here. I hate it when I do the checkerboard and then there's another symbol in between. And I gotta try to figure out what I'm doing here. And that is not right. It should go there. And then this one goes up here. I don't know. I got two of them snoring and coughing. You gotta love my videos. Oh my god, I kill myself. I like, if anything, my videos will put everybody to sleep. I swear. Oh my goodness gracious. I tell you. And I'm not doing very well here with the checkerboard at this moment. Does anybody feel satisfied by doing a checkerboard? I feel like I'm going cricket. And maybe it's, but once you put the other ones in, it kind of falls into place. They're like in sync with their snoring. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, have you ever had a Calgon take me away moment? Do you remember that commercial of the Calgon? What was it? It was like, was it bubble bath? I can't even remember what Calgon is. Something you put in the water anyway. And the commercial would be like, the kids are all loud and noisy, and then the mother goes into the tub and she's like, Calgon, take me away. I'm having one of those moments. Yeah, I sure am. But anyway, I feel stuffed up too. But I don't think I'm sick. Oh, this weather, I tell you, is killing everybody. Yep. So, hopefully today I can go do my taxes and see the damage of how much I'm not getting back. I'm hoping, my sister said she got more back this year, so I'm hoping that they'll be very nice and give me some more back too. And then there might be some diamond paintings from awesome companies because I'll have some extra money to play with. I do have to catch up on some bills and make sure that I'm all squared away and I'm situated fine, and I have to put some money away for the roof. Then whatever's left over that I can play with, I'm sure I'm going to get a few diamond paintings. I keep on checking the Patty Wax site because I really want that Patty Wax SS because I want to try it, because you know I am a hard presser and I really want some, but oh Gigi, you're right snoring. And I really want to try it to see what it's like, and maybe get another bar of a different scent of their other one. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Might as well make it worth my while for shipping, right? I really wanted Tim, but that ain't gonna happen because they're always out of stock when I even go on. Like, I don't even know, because I don't have, maybe I should see if there's an app. Is there an app for Etsy? Because I've been just going on the website, and maybe that's my problem because I'm not getting notified when something's happening. I don't know. I feel like Gigi's overpowering my voice right now, because I'm like, at first, like, it's so funny because I was sitting here in silence, I swear, silence, nothing was happening, and I even thought, is Gigi even over there? Because I didn't, because sometimes, like, I put them to bed last night, and sometimes the kids will take them out of their bed, which I'm meaning the kennel, and I wasn't sure if they're over there because they're being super quiet. And as soon as I turn on this magical camera, they all come out of the woodwork. I swear. I swear by the moons and the stars in the sky. Okay, I know. I am not a singer by any means. To the imagination. Oh dear, Gigi. Just like the loud pitches. Woo, woo. Gets me every time. I swear, if you guys make it through my WIP&Chats, you guys are amazing. Just saying. So, on my collab, I feel like my collabs, I'm just, the last two ones were all over the place. I'm hoping that my next one is super better. Okay, super better next Tuesday, I'm hoping. So what did I forget to do? I forget to do the contest. So So this is what's going to happen. Next week's we'll have it open, but I will tell you about last week's. Last week's I did ask a question for you guys to answer in the comments. So that question will be the question for the giveaway. But I'm going to leave that week open for another week with the next week's. And then I'll draw 2 names, but one was for each week. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I did ask a question. You'll have to watch the video so you know what I asked the question of, and then you go back and you comment and you will be entered into the draw for the $25 gift card to the Pink Raspberry. I forgot to mention it in my video because, you know, I'm not one to give away a lot of stuff, so I tend to forget. And it's not because I don't love you guys. That is not it at all. I just totally forgot. I was so wrapped up into doing the WIP&Chat and trying to get it out on time that I had totally forgot about the giveaway. So I feel like sometimes I should write stuff down. But you know what? I don't write anything down. This is all on a whim. So everything you guys hear is me just with crazy thoughts in my head. And that's probably why I pause a lot, because I have to like rethink. Actually, I have to have a drink and rethink and vape. Yeah, that's what I do. It is honestly what I do. So that is it. So if you go back and watch the collab again, there is a question that I asked you guys all, and people have been answering in the comments. And those people will be entered into the week's giveaway. Plus, if you want to go back, I'm leaving it open for another week. So this weekend, if you have to catch up and you want to watch some of my videos, have at her and enter. And if you have a heart beside your name, then you know that I have accepted it into well, I always put a heart, so never mind, that's a dumb question. But if there's a heart there, then you know you're automatically gonna be entered into it, because I seen it and it's beautiful. And yeah, I love y'all. I love everybody. But sometimes I don't love the dentist. Not that I don't like the guy as a person, but I don't like going to the dentist. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of those things. At least the fridge ain't going off. Oh my gosh, I think I would lose my crap right now if the fridge went. No, I wouldn't. You guys know I wouldn't. So I just paused for a minute and I was vaping. And then last week, I remember when I was doing this, I think on Thank Goodness It's Friday, I mentioned how I did the symbols all backwards. I am such a funny person. You know why the symbols are backwards? Because I'm working from the top down and it's upside down. So in actual fact, I actually did do the symbols the proper way. Oh my goodness. See how silly I am? I'm thinking that I did the symbols all upside down when I wrote them on the paper, but I didn't. I'm working on it. Because for some reason, I always start from the bottom up. And for some reason, this one, I ended up starting from the top down. I'm not 100% sure why I did this. I thought it was on the bottom left. And I'm thinking, there wasn't so much black on the bottom. What's going on here? And then I realized I'm at the top. But that's okay. The more black I can get done in one go, the way better it's going to be. Because like the next section up here, it ain't going to be so much black. So that's pretty cool. Like the more black I can get done and out of the way, the better. So maybe it was best that I did mess up and I started from the bottom up, because, you know, I don't know if anybody else feels this way when they diamond paint, but sometimes I feel like when you get to the end of the top, you know it's going to be all the fill-in, like the color blocking of a lot of color, and it just, you know, you're thinking to yourself, oh boy, like, when is this going to be done already? So I'm kind of glad I'm getting it out of the way first and not at the bottom. There is a little bit of color blocking on the bottom, but not as bad as the top. So yeah, so I might get the majority of my 310 life done before I hit the girl with the big black eyes. She's so pretty, so pretty. Tyler's like, oh, are you doing that for my room? I'm like, you want the girl with big eyes in your room? And he's like, oh, is that what it is? Because I told him that he could have the sea turtles, which the sea turtles are almost done. I have like 2 sections left, or I can make it one big section. And I think I'm going to do it because I am hoping and planning on having a live on Wednesday, back to my live schedule. It's just that Helen asked me to go with her to the eye doctor. Like, she sees, well, it's not like an eye doctor to get glasses. It's like a surgeon. She has problems with her eyes because, you know, we're all diabetic and we're all blind as bats. But hers is really bad. So she asked me if I would go with her, so her roommate doesn't need to take time off work. But like, I really don't want to go, so I'm gonna try to get out of it this weekend. So wish me all luck. Wish me all luck that she's already started. Oh, let's go for today. Let's go for breakfast. I'm like, she wanted to go, where does she want to go? But Tyler wants to go to London to go get his health card because, oh, this country makes me mad sometimes. Like, no, I'm not mad that we have health care. That's not what I'm mad about. I'm mad that we have a Service Ontario office in our town, but because Tyler was out of the province for more than 2 years, or I don't even know. Tyler says he wasn't gone for 3 years. I feel like he's almost gone for 3 years, whatever. But the fact is that we have to go all the way to London, which is like 30 minutes away, to go renew his health card. And it's not just, the fact that it's in London is not a big deal. The fact of it is it's downtown London. Now, if you guys ever drove downtown London, you would understand what I mean. I freaking hate downtown London. I don't like it. There are sketchy people down there. They freak me out. I don't do well with sketchy people. That's probably why I could never be like a social worker or anything like that, because people downtown sketch me out severe. And it's way down in the heart of downtown London. I think it's on Dundas. Now, if you know in London that the main roads are pretty much close to downtown are Dundas, Richmond, Huron, places like that. Adelaide could be as close to downtown, the downtown core. But yeah, I do not. Dundas is a long street. I do not like downtown London. Now, I don't know if this is right downtown or where it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know because I haven't checked Google Maps. And then parking downtown sucks. Where do you find parking? Sometimes you have to park a mile away. I don't know if because it's a government building, if there's actual parking, but there probably isn't. And if there is, you're going to pay an arm and a leg. Just like you do at the courthouse. Well, when I was going to court, what was I going to court for? I don't know. I was going to court for something. And I know that across this road from the expensive parking lot is this guy that used to do it like for cheap, like $7 all day or something like that. He was way cheaper than the $20 at the courthouse, and it was literally just across the street. So you didn't have to walk far to get to the courthouse. You could cut through their parking lot to get to the courthouse. But you had to like go early because he would fill up super fast because he wasn't that big of a lot. And you know, of course, I'm not the only one that figured out that he's cheap. Everybody else did too. I think I even parked there for when I went to Harris Park for Rock the Park. I think I parked there one time too, because it's not too far from Harris Park. It's a little bit of a walk, but not too bad if you cut through the back. It isn't that bad. When I went to go see, in the summertime, sometimes they have concerts. Last time I went was not last year, but the year before, because the year before it was super hot. I was dying, okay? I'm Canadian, okay? We're used to the cold. So when we get hot summers too, I hibernate. I hibernate in the air conditioning of my house. I do not like the sun. I only like being in the sun if my body is wet, like from being in a pool or the ocean, because my skin starts to get very itchy. So if I'm out in the sun for too long, my skin gets itchy. So it irritates me unless I'm wet. If I'm wet, my skin doesn't get itchy and it doesn't bother me. But anyways, it was so hot at that concert. I felt like I was dying. And last year when my friend Mo was like, do you want to go? I forget who was playing. Some rap, I don't know. Some rappers from the 90s. There wasn't even an 80s night last year, which kind of bummed me out because those were my favorites. I think every time I've gone to Harris Park has been on 80s night. Oh, GG. So I think that's why last year I did not go. But the year that we did go that year, it was Cyndi Lauper. There's quite a few of them. It was pretty good. The guy from Poison, I forget his name. Something Michaels, isn't it? I don't know. It'll come back to me. I just can't remember it quite right now at this moment. Yeah, I don't know how I started talking about Harris Park and that. Oh boy. It was to the point where they had these little tents that had like misting for water, like to mist at you. Yeah, I was living under it for a little while. Yep, I was. See, and like my friend Bo, and I don't know about my sister Yvette, like I didn't even, like I went up close to the front because I wanted to see the concert. And to try to get back to the Porta Johnies to go to the washroom was like a chore. Because you'd have to like push through the crowd to get out there, and I didn't want to do it. I was drinking water, but I think because I was sweating it out so much, I didn't have to pee till the very end of the show, because, you know, at the end when Cyndi Lauper was on, it started to get dark. And of course, it wasn't as hot out. So I did get some relief from the sun, finally. But then I started to feel like, oh, I have to go pee. Because I've been standing here for multiple hours, not peeing. But I think it was because I was sweating it all out. Yeah, it was brutal. I guess that's the way to probably lose some weight. Sweat it all out. Sweat it all out, Liz. Oh. I got the yawnies this morning. Yeah, I am. Got the yawns. So, On my Instagram, I have a picture of me. Yes, no, it was on the 4th of March. It's me and my dad on my wedding day. And why I post that picture is not because I love my wedding day, because I'm divorced now. It's because it's the only picture I have of me and my father. Isn't that sad? It's sad. Like, when I was growing up, my parents never owned a camera. My mom was not one to take pictures of us. I think I have one picture of when I was a baby, and it's professionally done from the photographer. I don't have any pictures growing up, my first walks, my first steps. You know how we all take pictures of our kids, and we even with Sarah and Tyler, I do have pictures, but not very many. I think my in-laws have more pictures of my two older kids than I do. And then with Alyssa, well, of course I had pictures, but not as many either, because cell phones weren't out yet. Yes, I know, I'm ancient. Well, I'm not that ancient, but I'm pretty ancient. So that picture was taken in 1992 when I got married, and it's the only picture I have of my father. Well, it would have been his birthday on the 4th of March. So I posted. He's been gone now for 24 years. I can't believe it's been 24 years already. I struggle to even remember what his voice sounds like anymore. Like in my memories of my dad, I feel like but it goes with anybody that loses one of their family members to like a tragic accident or something. I feel like I got robbed from my childhood with my parents, because my parents had me at such an old age. Like, my mom was in her 40s when she had me, so of course she isn't gonna live long as into my like I know people in their 50s that still have their parents around, and I feel like I got robbed at 20. What was I was probably like, I don't even remember how old I was when he passed away. I was either 22 or 23. And then my mom passed away when I was like 33 or something. So I feel like my life was short-lived with my parents. And it makes me sad that it was. Like, with my mom, I had extra more time. And I love my mom. Like, my mom was my rock. And it just, you know, is sad that I don't have them anymore. And my dad died. But, like, my dad died out of his own hands from drinking. Who knows if he would have been sober, if he would have lasted longer than my mom. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he would have or not. But my dad did sober up. In that picture of me and my wedding, my dad was actually clean from alcohol. He sobered up for like 2 years straight, and then he went back. And I wish he had never gone back, but he did. And we can't change time because it's hard. It's like alcoholism is a disease. I know for a fact. It's got to be like, it's an addiction. It's a bad addiction. And it's hard to not fall off the wagon. Like my friend that just passed away too, he struggled with I call it an illness. Other people might not think it's an illness, but to me, I think it is. And I think that's why I don't drink very much. Like, don't get me wrong, my 20s, I partied like anybody did. Like, after my divorce, you know, I came from a very strict household. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere or do anything. So after my divorce, you know, I'm living on my own. I can do what I want and do what I please. And I partied, maybe partied too much. I feel like I wasn't there enough for Sarah and Tyler growing up. But I don't think I did too bad because they turned out to be not too bad of human beings. Even though the fact that I did have a little bit of a partying stage, but don't worry, they were well taken care of because they would go every other weekend to their dad's. But I tell you, I used to be bingo and partying back in my 20s. What a combination, eh? Those were my two addictions. But I grew out of it pretty much after I got pregnant with Sarah, Alyssa in my 30s. Like, I just turned 30. Got pregnant at 29. And I had her in my 30 when I was 30. And that's when my partying days stopped. And I'm like, you know, and I enjoyed being a mother so much more in my 30s than I did in my 20s. Don't ask me why, I just did. I think that's why it's nice that my daughter Sarah waited till she was 26 to have her first child, when I know she's mature enough to take on the responsibility and seeing her nurture and mother her daughter is so wonderful, because Sarah was never very an affectionate person growing up, but I feel like Luna has brought her affectionate side out, and I'm super happy about that. Super happy. Tyler was always my affectionate child. Alyssa's too. Alyssa's my little Alyssa bear. But you know, she is getting into teenage years, which you don't need mom, and she's boy crazy, and oh boy. Hearing her like dilemmas, and you know, the world's gonna end because a boy did not Snapchat her. It just kills me. And I'm like, oh, and she gets so upset over it, and I'm like, oh, Alyssa, like she thinks it's the end of the world. She thinks she's not gonna find, like, listen, high school is high school. When you go to college and you go out in the real world, that's when you're gonna find the man of your dreams. Like, don't even, just because your sister married her high school sweetheart doesn't mean that everybody is like that. And could you call Jason my high school sweetheart? I don't know. Like, that was a big mistake on my part, marrying that man. Oh, I do not understand why I did it, but it is what it is, and it's done and it's over with. And I have two beautiful, amazing kids because of it. And they are beautiful and amazing. Even though, you know, like any typical parent, you complain about your children. And I'm no different. But I do love them all equally. Even though Sarah and Tyler say I love Alyssa more, but that's not true. I love them all equally. They are all my children. And I love them all dearly. You know, Sarah says that Luna's going to be her only child. Whether or not that's true or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Everybody says that after they have a baby that this is their only one, and then that's not true. That is not the case. You know it, I know it, the world knows it. Except for Sarah right now, because she's still thinking about all the pain she was in during childbirth. Yeah. I wish I had Gigi's life. But then I couldn't diamond paint because I would have no hands. I'd only have paws. And that would not be funny. Because what would life be without diamond painting? People just don't get my addiction. I bet you guys all do though. Or else you wouldn't be here right now watching me. Oh, my boss teases me about my diamond painting all the time. Which, speaking of bosses, he's in Jamaica right now, the lucky bugger. Wish I was in Jamaica. Yeah. Maybe someday I will go to Jamaica. And not because I'm dating one of the Jamaicans from work. No, not happening. As much as they tried, no, it ain't happening. Because half of them I know are married and have wives back in Jamaica. But some reason they think they should have a double life when they come to Canada. I don't know. Except for Apple Time. I don't think Apple Time's married, and he is such a cutie pie. I can't wait to see Apple Time when he comes back in June, which isn't that too far away, really. Like, I noticed that it's starting to get daylight out at 6 o'clock when I leave work, before it used to be dark. So you know that spring is trying to edge its way through all this crappy weather. And you know what? I can't really complain. This winter has not been super horrible. And you know what? Through the remaining of the rest of my life, the winter's gonna be like it is this year, with hardly anything. Like, I hate winter, plain and simple. So I got this little section left here of the black in the checker form. It's not like I finished all the black, just the checker form. But see, I'm gonna do this. This is my plan. I already messed up. This is my plan. So I'm gonna do all this checkerboard, and then now I'm gonna go fill in the color. And then I'm gonna go back and fill in the checkerboard. Not like you guys really care what I'm gonna do, but I'm just telling you because I can. Because this is my time. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not being snooty. So don't take it the wrong way, because I'm not. Just trying to be a little bit funny. Oh, and I caught up on some WIP&Chats this week. I am still behind. I still got a few more to watch. But I thought it was kind of cute that Lisa B said that she's my stalker. And you know what, Lisa? If you want to stalk me, go right ahead. You can stalk me all you want. I like her videos. They're cute. If you haven't, check her out. I'll link her actually in the description below. Her channel. She's kind of funny. No, she isn't kind of funny. She is funny. She's funny. I get a hoot. She makes me laugh. And yeah, she'll be, I'll link her channel down below. So if you want, go check her out. There. So I got all of the checkerboard done. I feel like I gone crooked on some of them. But you know what? Looking at the camera, you guys can't tell. So it's all good unless you guys zoom in. Don't zoom in, okay? Don't. Don't zoom in. So I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to do one more last color. I know that one's a dark one. Oh well. We're just going to end up doing a dark one. Sorry guys. Another dark one. I think this is like a green. Of course you can't tell with my darn lighting. Everything looks black. Everything looks black to me in this lighting. But anyway, I'm going to do this one, which is the dots. Even though to me it looks like it's black. What odd colors they would put so close together. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not the one who generated this picture. But yeah. So this weekend, I hope to get a couple of sections done on my mystery diamond painting. I think the sea turtles I'm going to save for Bling Bling Wednesday, and it will be done for sure. Like, I've been flying through that canvas so fast. It's quite enjoyable. I really like it. I want to order more. So that will be where some of my extra money will be going to, is to Crystal Arts, because I really, really like her canvases. And I don't know. I'm going to pick a few other shops that I want to buy a diamond painting from. Maybe I'll get a Treasure Studios Arts because they are a little bit pricey and I'll have the extra money. And you know, I gotta get a Diamond Art Club. It's a must. So there'll probably be a Diamond Art Club in the mix. And I might even try Dreamer Designs. When I first started my channel, I said I'd never buy from Dreamer Designs because they peed me off about being a Canadian company but ships from the US. And then we get nailed with customs, like not customs, but the exchange rate, like the exchange of the money. And I was a little bit taken back. Like, don't say you're a Canadian company if you run out of the US, because you're not a Canadian company. You know what I mean? Like, okay, your headquarters are in Canada. Well, have a warehouse in Canada so we don't have to pay international shipping rate. You know what I mean? Like, it just blows my mind, and that's what stopped me from buying the first set, which I'm kind of happy I did it because, yeah, it wasn't worth it by the looks of it. But this time around, they look like they've gotten better. They look like there's some ones there that are very bright and colorful. And if everybody knows, I love color. I love anything bright and colorful, because it just makes me happy, guys. Yes, I know I'm doing a dark one right now. I love this one too. But my favorites are ones, because, you know, I love to torture myself with confetti. Yep, that's what I'm going to say. Yep, I think that's what it is. So I want to try, I saw a few there that I really liked. And they weren't anybody special, like, what is it, Chuck Pinson? I don't know, like, I don't know if I want to buy one of his canvases or not. I do like scenery, but there's only one of his that I really, really like. Well, there's the one with the little bridge. Kind of looks like railroad tracks that goes into a tunnel. I don't know how to explain it. That one I kind of like, and I kind of like one that's in Diamond Art Club has that with the old-fashioned cars on the street. I think those are my only two favorites. So, I don't know. I really like Hannah Lynn and Manny Mazzano. Those are my two favorites from Diamond Art Club. And I never told anybody this because it was before my channel, but I did actually complete Alice from JoJo Arts. It is completed. I just don't have it because I gave it away to my daughter for her birthday. But if you check my Instagram, like way, way, way down, you'll see it. I did complete that painting as well. I just don't have it to show. There's a few of them that probably could have been in my top 10 that I had completed, but I did not show because I do not have them anymore in my possession. So yeah, there you have it. True fact. Wouldn't lie. But I think I'm gonna call it quits. I'm not even sure how long I've been filming for and like talking your ears off. And I think I'm gonna sit here and finish diamond painting and watch a WIP&Chat and collect my thoughts of the day. And I will talk to you guys again on Monday for Mystery Diamond Painting. I'm gonna try to get, okay, my goal is to try to get 2 sections done. So you can see some more of that picture, because right now it looks like, I don't know what. That picture's really blowing my mind. And I do want to work on some of my collab picture because you know what? Jennifer's way ahead of me. I need to crack on that one. But I'm going to continue on this one for the rest of the day. That is my goal for Friday, is to continue on this one for the rest of the day. And then maybe, I don't know, if I end up going to the pink raspberry, then obviously I'm going to bring the collab with me. But I don't think I'm going there today. But we'll see. I might just end up there. But anyways, take care everyone. Till next time. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care everyone. Bye.